All right, I'm live. I need to know if anybody's out there yet. I'm not going to start till 6. Let's see. Can someone respond to me? How can they? I'm going to ask my son. Hold tight, people. If you're there, hang in there. I'm coming. 6 o'clock. Eesh, thought I was ready. All right, it is 6 o'clock. And I hope I'm live. Let me make sure. Kyle! Alrighty. He's not available, so I'm going to keep it moving and hope against hope. If someone could send me a text message to let me know, am I live? All right, let me tell you why I'm delayed. And I'm not really delayed because I'm here, but why I have nothing to say because I want to make sure I'm saying it to everybody that is chimed in. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Am I live? Don't see me? All right, so I got to make sure that I am good to go. So we're going to do it this way. Let's see. There we go. No. Live. Scripted. Waiting for Kym KAN. So I'm not doing something right. It says that I'm live. And no one's in, so I'm not doing something right. Let me see if I can go to.
You on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you say the link was at?
You are live. All of you. Huh?
Where's the link at?
The link, it's waiting for me. I can't. It's on Facebook or Instagram and the story. Or I can send it to you, but not right now because I got to be live. Tech on it.
Story.
Waiting for Kym. Waiting. Ish. If it says I'm live, how are they waiting?
It says it's us.
Huh? You're still waiting?
No.
I'm live?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Because mine says it's waiting. All right, so if you guys are, I am live. Thank you, thank you. So you guys have been listening to me the whole time. Kyle, can you do me a favor though? Son? Kyle, come back. This is Kym KAN waiting for my son to return so he can help me just a little bit with putting it on here so I can see what their responses are because I don't see it here. I did before, but I don't see it anymore. Mm-hmm. Can you put what you have on mine? On that. All right. Welcome, 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 those of you that are live here with me. Whew, this is truly unscripted. All righty. With Kym KAN. And I want to take a moment just to say hello to everyone that is here. I see one viewer, that's my son. So I'm thinking nobody is in. And you just got me in, right? So it's just me and you, son. There's 3. Okay, we have 3. All righty. So when 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, Jesus is in the midst. So we're going to start and keep it moving. Those of you who are not in, sorry, but not sorry, because I got a lot to say. But before I get started, I just want to start with this song. For those of you who are listening, here we go. Can you hear it?
I turned it down.
Huh?
I turned it down.
Waiting for people to join. But let me just tell you where this song came from, where it originated from. My very own son, Kyle. I was looking for a song to play just because I'm cray cray. And I came up with this song. So if I don't get your attention with anything that I say today within an hour, listen to this song. Hey, Trina from VA. Shelly Stevens, I see you. Hey, lady. Yes, Kyle, Trina. He made this song. I don't know how many years ago, but he did. I love the beat. You know I don't listen to words, so. Whoops. What? Whoops. Texas in the house. I see you, Shelly. I think I got it now, and I think I got it. Aw, Vincent, I see you. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Anybody else coming on? We get ready to talk. This is a song that my son made, and I'm talking. All right, all right, all right. Love it. So we're going to get started. I'm going to figure all this stuff out, hoping that my mic is working. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, okay. Siri. I keep saying your name wrong. I see you. Okay. But yes, I can't see you. You got to send a message if you can. That's the only way I see you guys. So I'm glad you did that, Siri. Just send text it in through YouTube so I can get the information, so I can see you, so I can respond to you. Otherwise, I have no idea you're there because I can't pick up my phone anymore. Why? Because I want to get started. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome to Unscripted with Kym KAN, your very own. I want to take a moment. Just let me see if I can do this. Let me see. I'm going to check this out. Yes. Take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for being here so early in this journey, y'all. Whew, I'm excited. But I'm also overwhelmed with all the love and support and all the encouragement along the way. You guys have been telling me day here and day out that I'm doing a great job, and I appreciate you. Many thanks to all my rideshare passengers also. They have trusted me with their stories and the real conversations. I see you, Veronica. Hey, girl. Let me start with telling you why rideshare conversations surprised me. Simply put, I would have to say it is the fact that my passengers hold back absolutely nothing. Yeah, I've had these conversations since I started driving back in 2021 and recorded a few in 2024. So now I've captured these conversations to put this platform together. And here's one clip from back in the day that straight up was honest, no filter, and he wanted to share it. So take a listen. Let me see if I can get it for you. I want you to listen to that. It's all unscripted, all unscripted. But these are the conversations that I've been having since I started driving. And the fact that I captured this one, oh my goodness. And I'm going to share it with you today. Everyone today. As soon as I can figure out what the heck I'm doing. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, I might have to cut it off and you let me know if I do need to cut it off, but it's about 10 minutes long. But just listen to a little bit of it. And if it's too much, I can turn it off and we can talk about it. How about that? Here we go.
All right, let's start over. So I said, you know what, Bart, do you live here? He's like, yeah, you go back and forth. And you're not a snowbird, you are what?
I'm a resident of Phoenix.
Resident of Phoenix.
But I'm a man that sees multiple women that believe like I believe that black men, in particular, men in general, but black men in particular, are not meant to be monogamous. And I reach back into history when I say that. When we were in Africa, black men had multiple women, kids all over the place, but we took care of them. You know, we raised our families. We stayed, you know, right there in the village with everybody. And we went out and hunted, and we gathered, and we did what we had to do to be men. But, you know, when we were brought over here, they would take the strongest men and they would breed us like animals. And so we weren't monogamous then. And it's not a natural state for us now. I'm 50 years old, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took me a long time to figure that out, but once I got back to what I consider my natural state, I was happier. The people around me were happier. I see 4 women. I see 2 in Arizona. I see 2 in Ohio. And nobody's feelings are hurt. There's no deception. I tell people how it is. The jump, they make the decision whether or not they want to be down with what I do. And everybody's happy. I pay a whole lot of rents.
I was going to say, how do you afford them? That was my next question.
So I just go to the bank and get the money out. But everybody's happy. I'm happy. You know, I look at the people that are my age, my classmates and friends that are my age, they're all broken down and bald-headed and grayed out.
Stressed out.
Yeah. Dealing with one person and then there's me, you know what I'm saying? I can pass for my mid-30s.
Yeah, you can.
On a good day, you know?
Yeah, you can.
And
I'm older than you, so I'm older than you.
but you don't look it either. You
They,
know what I'm saying?
I need to hear that. Thank you. Totally was waiting to hear that.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm very honest. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong to let somebody believe that they're the only one in a relationship and then try to change the rules in a night.
All right, I'm going to stop right there because I'm not getting any response from you guys. So I'm not sure if you're interested in hearing the rest of this conversation or have you heard enough? And if you've heard enough, then let me know and let me know why you've heard enough. And if you want to hear more, let me know that too. And I'll press play. I'll continue. But let me just, while you're thinking about it or while you're trying to type to let me know, I just want to say I was taken aback by that conversation right from the beginning. I was like, what? But at the same time, well, I was taken aback because it's like you date 4 women, 2 in another state and 2 in this state. Wow. Huh. But what I did respect him with is his honesty. I meant to each its own. This is judge free, guys. Totally judge free. If you decide that you want to see 4 women and you're going to take care of their rent, all 4 of them, power to you, bro. Power to you. Like for real, for real. That I meant to each its own. Turn it up. Turn up the volume. You can't hear me? Or turn up the volume of the video. Let me know. Let me know. Respond back again, please, and thank you. But anyway, what I'm saying is to each its own. I'm not judging anybody about anything. Hello from Chandler. Yes, formerly from Brooklyn. I see you. I see you. Show. Uh-oh. Hide. Uh-oh. Sorry. Trying to multitask. Hey, lady. Yep. Trina loves your music, Kyle. Maybe you should do more of it. I don't know. It might be in your future. Okay. So 6 weeks of fitness. He says that this dude right here that you just heard the recording from, he must have a lot of time on his hands and extra money. Yes, he does. He had a lot of money, obviously, to support 4 women. But, it's to each its own. You know what? If you think about it, you save money to go on vacations. You save money and you take your money and you spend it on elaborate things. Red bottom shoes. How about that? Yeesh. $1,800 for a pair of red bottoms? No, thank you. That's not me. I have them though. Do you want to know how? I'll tell you. I'm glad you asked. I have red bottom shoes because I found them at Goodwill in my size. Thank you. Have a good day. I don't mind sharing that. Why? Because I can look like $1 million, but I ain't spending $1 million on clothes and shoes or purses or anything for that, accessories. I'm not. That's just not me. It's not my style. So we're judge free right here. What I'm telling you is, I'm telling you that we just do what we do because we want to and because we can. So, and if that's your prerogative, like, what is it? How is it? Bobby Brown? Yeah. Then just do it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to do it anyway. So Trina said, I agree with the open, honest communication. If he is indeed honest and upfront, then that's a good thing. I'm with you, Trina. I'm with you because, I used to say a couple of times, not sure if I should say this, but I'm going to say it anyway, because this is unfiltered and unscripted and raw. This is real, authentic words. And it's coming from Kym KAN. Back in the day, I used to say, you know what? If a man could just be intentional and just state exactly what he's looking for from me, that would make my heart glad. Just say it like you mean it. If that's all you want is sex from Kym KAN, then say that and let me decide on whether I want to continue with the relationship or not. But if you're never trying to get married, or if you're never trying to be in a relationship and you just want to play around, make it clear to a sister. Come on. It's not that hard. Oh, I'm getting responses here. I'm getting responses and I'm going to let you know what's going on here. So, Shelly, you said, I see things from a mature place. If he is honest with all 4, share he is dating and he is not ready for serious relationship, and they agree and they continue to see him, then that's their choice. Absolutely, Sherry. He's intentional. He's being straight up and honest. Hey, look, I got 3 other on the side. You want in? And if that person says, sure, I can do that. You gonna pay my rent? He's like, I got you. It's a done deal. Let's shake on it. Done. Keep it moving. That's not me, but that's him. And that's those other 4 ladies. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's your prerogative. Oh, but then you said, Shelly, however, if he is not honest and make them believe that they are his only one, then that is wrong. That is very wrong. Period. She dropped the mic on that. And that's true too. He made it clear. If you listen to it, the rest of the conversation, he is clearly stating that they all four know. And they have to, because he had two in his bed. Oh, you don't know that because that's later in the conversation. But anyway, yeah, so they all know each other, and it's okay. From the whole conversation, if you listen to beginning to end, you would know that. That's what he says. All right, what am I doing here? Never take a person choice. Never take a person choice. All right, explain that to me, Shelly. I don't understand. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? So far from that conversation, what I gathered is simply honesty. That's what I got out of it. Intentional. That's another thing I got out of it. Straight up. Look, this is what I do. This is what I want to do with you and three others. And I'm like, ew, not my prerogative. I can't do it. I just can't. I'm a one man's woman. I am. And I want my man to be a one man's woman. Did I say that right? One woman's man. You know what I'm saying. Anywho, I say, because this is a judge-free zone where we're unscripted, we're real and authentic. Do you, boo, and claim it and be okay with it. It's all right. It's okay. So that's one of the conversations that I had back in 2024. And it's amazing. I'm going back to how Unscripted with Kym KAN got started. Bottom line is it's those conversations in the car. It's the conversations in the car that with strangers. They're just in my car and we're sitting there and I greet them with the big smile. Hey, I'm your driver. And we get in and they feel so comfortable and, you know, and they're laid back and just starting off with the conversation. I'm like, uh-oh, I like this. And lately, over the last 3 weeks, I've been able to capture these conversations recorded to put on this podcast. So that's what I plan to do over the next year. I got enough for a whole year, y'all. I kid you not, because I'm only doing them on Mondays. This is every Monday. Uh-oh, Shelly's still chiming in. Let me finish what she's saying. She says, for any relationship or to date with respect, tell the truth of what you want or need or what you will not tolerate and let any other person choose to decide. Never lie or manipulate or deceive. Yes, Shelly, that is correct. And this gentleman right here, he was straight up honest. According to what he was saying, you know, he was being real and authentic and he let it all out. He did not hold anything back. I believe that he was, I want to believe, let me say that. And I believe you until I don't. So I believed him when he said that all four women knew that, you know, they were all in a relationship or with him. So, I mean, I think it happens, you know, you see that. Tell me, guys, does it happen? Do you know of anybody that in your lives that are dating more than one person and they're transparent and totally honest with those people? Let me know in the chat. Let me know so we can tap in. But let me go back while you're thinking or while you're typing. Let me go back and just finish stating that at the end of the day, those conversations that I was having with those that get in my car were just so genuine, so transparent, so honest. And I was like, wow. I mean, I have so many clips that I want to share, and I can't share them all in 1 hour. But eventually, over the rest of this year, you'll hear them. And I'm going to try to play 2 or 3 at a time that you know, correlate with each other, that represent, you know, the same conversation. But anyway, but with that, I've gotten a ton of different types of people all shapes, colors, sizes, all that good stuff, that have shared with me things that I didn't think were shareable. And then when I said, hey, wait, can I record this conversation and put it on the podcast? And when they said yes, I was like, wow, okay, here we go. Let's try to start over. Let's do a recap or something, or let's continue the conversation, whatever the case would be. And I'm telling you, I got a lot to talk about this year, 2026. So let me see. I see some more responses. Okay. Oh, Trina says, I do know someone who is non-monogamous, and we are great friends because he has always been honest. See, that's a good man right there. He's just straight up telling you what he does, how he does it, not exactly with who, but that he is non-monogamous. Let's talk about that. Is anyone else want to chime in on that? I see Patrick said he lied. There is no way 4 women would be with one man and they knew about it. No way. I don't know. He sounded convincing to me, Patrick. He totally did. And you might be right. He might be lying to me and lying to them. But at the end of the day, it's his prerogative. But the way he explained it and the way that he shared it with me told me that it's possible. It's possible for a man to be with 4 women, pay rent to 4 women, live in a condo, high-rise condo, and living his best life, because that's the choice he's made. And what I was saying earlier about you pick and choose how you want to spend your money, it's the truth. I mean, some people do elaborate vacations. Some people do the fancy, shoes, clothes, and all that good stuff, or live in a big mansion. That's the choice that we make every day, though, Patrick, is what I'm saying. So if he's made that choice and he's taking care of those 4 women, I ain't got nothing on. I ain't got nothing to say except do you, boo. That's it. That's all I got. All right. So no one else is chiming in on that conversation. So I'm gonna keep it. And if you are, then I'm gonna say it. So type it in. Let me know. But what I do want to say though is I have learned to listen. I didn't do that before. I'm gonna be honest. I used to be one that I would listen to understand. No, that's a lie. I would listen to respond. But now I've come to not, I'll hold back a minute and I'll listen. I'll chime in. I'm like, I don't chime in until I feel like it's ready to chime in, because I've actually heard what you said and I'm listening to understand what you're saying. And that's important. That's important. Oh, wait a minute. I got both. You know what? All right. 6 weeks to fitness. Can I say your name? If I can, let me know. Type it in. But he said, I agree with Patrick. Some guys like to talk. Some guys like to talk a good game. But I would like to hear what the women have to say about it. Okay. Chime in, ladies. They want to know. These men want to know. Oh, wait a minute. Trina said something. But Patrick said, after 6 weeks to fitness, he said, but all women know about it. But all women knows about it. You're saying, do all women know about it? It's a question mark. Yes. He said they do. He said that all 4 women know about it. He had 2 in his bed at the same time. Yes. And 2 live in the state of Arizona, and the other 2 are in another state. So there you have it. Trina, here's your female 6 weeks of fitness. She said there are people with all kinds of relationship agreements. I agree with Trina. I just do. I meant, yeah. Some tell you exactly what they're looking for and what they're willing to do, or how they're willing to have the relationship. But then you have a lot, I'm cutting off my face. Then you have a lot of people, of men that I've encountered, not a lot. Oh gosh, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean it. I didn't. I have met a few men, and that's the truth. I've met a few men that have been completely honest and stated what they're looking for and what they're not willing to do. And that's to be married. I want to be married. So those relationships didn't pan, they didn't even surface, come to be. So you have those relationship agreements. I agree with you, Trina. And they're all different kinds. There could be, I just want to do a threesome. And it could be someone as simple as me saying, I just want to be with my man and my man with me, and that's it. Or it could be just the man that we just listened to talking about four different women with him. So to each its own. I have to say that because it's true. At the end of the day, you're going to do what you want to do, and more power to you. So let me just tell you, listening to these conversations have been invigorating. It's been exciting for me because I didn't realize it existed the way that it did. I meant taking two strangers. I'm a rideshare driver, and then they're just going to their destination, and they get in the car, and then boop, we're having a conversation like we're best friends or that we've known each other for years. That's priceless. And the conversations that we do have are wow. They're big wows. Let me tell you one. And I say this because it sticks in my head, and I'm gonna play the video, not today, unless you want to have it. But this young lady, beautiful, beautiful woman, young woman. I drove her about 40 minutes to her destination. And as I was driving her to her destination, she actually told me that she hurt herself twice. And I was like, what does that mean? Can we be real? Are you talking about suicide? And she said, yes. And I was like, wow, that's deep. So what I was trying to explain to her is, that, life is too short, and that we need to live life to the fullest. And, there's going to be ups and downs that we go through. But at the end of the day, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good, and he has your back. And when I said all of that, that's when she revealed that she hurt herself twice. And I said, so, I'm recording, right? And she's like, yes, ma'am. But your story, Kym, she called me Miss Kym, was it was an eye opener for me. And because you shared your story, I want to share my story. And if it goes to the world, then it goes to the world, because I know there are other people out there just like me that have gone through what I've gone through and have decided they wanted to take their life. And some were not successful in living, and some were successful in, well, I'm saying the same thing, but you know what I'm saying. So, wow, she shared that whole story with me. Those are the conversations I'm having in my car. And that's what created this show, this podcast. At first, I was going to go in with a few other ladies to do a podcast, but then I backed out because I had too much on my plate, first of all. And second of all, I wasn't feeling the vibe that I needed to feel for me. So that's when I decided, you know what, I'm going to go another route, and I'm going to try to do this with my sister, Troy. We were going to do one, yin and yang, and do our thing. But I'm a prayer warrior. I like to pray for people. I'm not saying that she doesn't. I'm just saying that she won't. And I wasn't sure if she would be acceptable or if she would be forgiving if I decided to do that or go that route spiritually, because that's just who I am. I'm built a little different way. I have so much love to give that I just want to give it all to you. So we decided, not right now, but I had this passion of sharing these stories that I was hearing in my car to you, So that's my passion right now. And I'm following, I clearly feel that I'm following what God would have me to do right now in my life. Now, am I perfect? No. Do I curse? Absolutely. I mean, I'm just spiritually led. That's just who I am. I'm not religious, and I can't quote a lot of scriptures. I mean, I got John 3:16. Y'all know that, right? We learned that in school. Yeah. That's at the pretty much all I got right now. And I'm working on that. But at the end of the day, my passion, my desire, my drive is God filled and God centered. And while I can sit and have a conversation with you and curse just as much as you are, um, that's something I'm working on, but it's not something that I feel needs to be fixed right now. Because if I'm meeting you where you are, then we have a better conversation. Am I going to go overboard and say, no, I'm not. I won't. No. Will I say this mother fudger? Fudger, I do. So I got to work on that because it's pretty close to the real thing. But at the end of the day, we're all humans. And this podcast, the conversations in my car are unscripted and they're real. So accept me as I am because I'm accepting you as you are. And when I have those rides in the car, that's what we're getting, folks. That's what we're getting. What is raw? I would have to say real, authentic. I used to say women, but I'm including the men because I was told I needed to. So thank you. You know who you are. But real, authentic words. How about that? Now, I didn't go with that as the podcast name, but we'll have episodes of Raw, real authentic words, real authentic wisdom, and we might even have real authentic women. But the overall concept, which another friend told me to do, is unscripted. So thank you. You know who you are, if you're listening. So unscripted with Kym KAN is what I added. I didn't want to just do unscripted because I thought, that's too generic. But with Kym KAN, and where did Kym KAN generate from? Well, I wrote a book, self-publishing. I did. I self-published a book. It's called SOS, Stuck on Stupid. Most of you guys know about it. Most of you guys have the book. Most of you guys probably haven't read it because I need to make it audible. I know that, but I'll make the time later. But right now, I want to get started with this podcast. So you guys aren't saying anything at all. So I'm going to keep talking until you do. So SOS Stuck on Stupid is the first book that I wrote, and it's a novel. It's based on true events, and it's basically about me, my story about being married for 28 years, together 34, and then moving out here to Arizona and dating. Goodness. Yes. Oh my goodness. It was crazy. It was crazy because I didn't understand it. I didn't. Situationships, gaslighting, ghosting. I learned all that. What is it called? And they buy you a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, love bombing. There you go. So I had to go through all of that to get to where I am today. Do you see the shirt? I'm full of love and peace. And if you really want to know, on occasion, I have a little wine. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think we all do. And if we're transparent and honest, just be honest with yourself so you can be honest with everybody else. And I don't mind having a glass of wine here and there because it makes my heart happy. No, it's just good with some steak, or if I have some Chardonnay, then it's good with some, yeah, you know what I'm saying, seafood. Sea bass is my favorite. Anyway, someone just chimed in. Patrick, thank you for being up front with everyone. You're welcome. That's the only way to be. That's the only way to be. You got to be real and authentic. That's our way of the world. That's another reason why I'm starting this podcast and why I feel like I need those conversations in my car. I didn't know about is it Minnesota or Minneapolis, where you had ice, and I didn't know anything about that. Why? Because I don't turn TV on. I just don't. I just don't. Oh, wait. Patrick also said, praying for you and continue your journey. Thank you. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate it. And tell yourself the truth. Yes, we all need to tell each other the truth so we can be truthful to others. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But I always say, do unto you. And you know the rest. Because I can't say it. I'm making it up as I go along. Anyway, going back to just being real. Yeah, I kind of lost my mindset. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate you. But that's my fault. Anywho, Hyde, are you guys still typing? I can't tell. I see stuff going. But let me just continue with the conversation about being who you are. Right now, here I am. I was talking about love and peace. When I sign my books, I always say much love and peace. Why? Because I want to spread much love and much peace to all that I come encountered with. And that's part of the rideshare experience for me. It just is. Having those real conversations are spot on, and it makes my heart glad. And to hear them say as they're leaving out of the car, this is the best ride I've had ever. I would want you to pick me up every time I need a ride share. I'm like, wow, thank you for that. And I do thank them for that. Because at the end of the day, what I used to do all the time, and I still do, but when I went to the grocery store frequently, I would always put a cart away for someone. And it wasn't because I was mad at them because they didn't put it back. It was because I wanted them to see what it looks like to be nice and courteous and respectful. And if they didn't get it, they didn't get it. Keep it moving. It's okay. But my hope is to make a difference in the world. And it's one person at a time. And if I can get you all to just each one reach one and spread much love and peace, just smile like this. Act a fool like me. Or just give someone a hug. I had a challenge. Oh, wait. Let me see. Trina said, yes, be truthful with yourself is most important. My friend who is non-monogamous said he is honest with women because he hurt someone by not being honest before and never wants to do that again. Thank you, Trina, for sharing that. Yes. So she's still talking about the relationships and what you decide to do with that relationship. And if you're honest with it, then everyone's happy. No one's disappointed because you were honest. And like you also say, Trina, to me, it's my BFF, by the way. You got to be emotionally honest. And if you're not emotionally honest with yourself, there's no way on earth that you're going to be emotionally honest with your mate or the person that you're talking to. Let me see. Got another. Oh, and 6 Weeks of Fitness says, that's how I met you in a rideshare. Yes, you did. It was a wonderful experience. Thanks. Oh, my goodness. Thank you very much. Thank you. 6 Weeks to Fitness. Yes. And we had the best conversation. I remember he got in the car and we chatted it up immediately. And then when we ended at his destination, we exchanged numbers because he does fitness and I did all-star cheer and we had a lot in common and we just wanted to, continue to converse. And he moved from the East Coast. So did I. So it was commonality. And you see that in the rideshare. you'll have someone that looks completely different than you, or is completely different geographically from where they're from, and then you have the best conversation. I had a Muslim in my car that she talked to me for an hour and 22 minutes, recorded an hour and 45 minutes in the car to her destination. Crazy, right? I got to go here. Trina said, and she's talking to you, 6 weeks of fitness. Did she make you hug her? Laugh out loud. And that's funny too, because I was going to go there I had a challenge. I had someone on the phone one day talking to me, and they know who they are if they're chimed in. I can't tell right now. But anyway, and he said, are you gonna, because I was being courteous, because that's just who I am. We're waiting for your answer, 6 weeks of fitness, just so you know. But anyway, so when I was telling him, I'm going to put the trunk up and, they can help you with your luggage. No, I got it. Okay. Well, you have safe travels. And then the person on the car in my AirPod told me, he said, so you're going to get out and give him a hug? I was like, yeah, it's a great idea. And he said, well, what are you going to do? Tell me you love him too? I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that, because I love everybody. And I set people free. That was our motto at church. So easy peasy. I got out of the car and I was like, you got that? Okay, well, safe travels. I just want a hug. And they were like, me too. So we hugged. And then I was like, love you. Now, what I should have said is not I love you in Jesus' name, because that's what I was thinking. But what I should have said is much love and peace. Duh. But I got so hooked on you're going to say, I love you. So that's all I said. And then he looked at me weird. And I was like, I didn't mean it like that. But it was too late. But I did get a $10 tip. So I did something right. That's all I got. Because at the end of the day, the whole goal to that is just saying, love you, because maybe that person never heard it in years and they needed to hear it. You just never know what people's situations are. You don't know if they're on the borderline of being homeless. You don't know if Patrick said, watch out how you say love you to people. I know. I felt that way. I did that. I was like, dang, I can't do that again. And I didn't. I haven't. I won't. No. Much love and peace is all I got for you. Got you. Okay. Oh, and 6 weeks of fitness, Trina said, no, she didn't hug, but we made a real connection, which was special. Thank you. Aw, thank you so much. Yeah, I wasn't getting out of my car at that time. Wasn't that like a year and a half ago? I think it was. I wasn't getting out of my car. Yeah, because it just wasn't. But now I am. And I do that for two reasons. One, because I want to help you with your luggage if I can, because I'm that kind of rideshare driver. But also, I got another message somewhere else. Yes, being honest. Oh, I think it's the same. I'm confused. Yeah, we already read that. Anyway, so you got to be, who was I saying? Yeah, so for two reasons. I get out to make sure that I'm helping you, and also just to stretch my legs, and that's the truth. Yeah, because when you're sitting in the car for 4 hours straight, that's taxing. Yeah, so I get out to stretch my legs, just to move around about, get some blood flowing, and also to help if I can. And if I can hug you, I will. If I feel like it's mutual and it's just, a hug saying, yeah, you're good peoples, not I want to be with you, then I'm good. Yeah, so there you have it. There you have it, people. So let me see. How much time do I have left? Like about 12 minutes. Okay. So reflection questions. What do I have? You guys got any questions for me? Yeah. I'm loving the response though. You guys are helping me out tremendously. Anybody want to chime in? I can see if I can invite you in so you can be on board with me side by side for the last 5 minutes of this podcast. Who's game? Who wants in? I'll put you in if I know how. I can try to figure it out. And if I end up you know, messing up everybody and it goes off, then much love and peace. But until then, I'll keep talking. Let's see, what can we talk about? I want you guys to know that I am so proud of my two sons. I went far left. Why? Because again, at the beginning of this whole podcast, I was looking for search Facebook and I okay. People are saying they couldn't get in. So it is what it is. They'll see the replay. That's all I got. But at the end of the day, what was I saying? Shoot, I lost it. I lost what I was saying. I was saying, talking about my boys. Yes. So with my boys, my sons, I love them dearly. I do. And at the beginning, I was looking for a song to play while you guys were coming in because it was before 6. And then I realized I don't even have my stuff together. So I had to get that together, but I was still able to play a song. And when I was going through, I was like, oh, let me play something where I won't get in trouble, especially if I play the whole song. And I was like, clicked in. I was like, oh my gosh, it's my son. He did this way back in the day. And I don't know if you all heard it, but here's the end of it or the beginning of it. Just about a few seconds while I'm talking. Bop, 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 bop. So I might go out this way. What? Just a few seconds. I can play. I'll probably play that going out. But I just want you to know that I got talent in my genes, and I pass it on to my boys. I'm claiming all that. I'm claiming it all. Everything they do, the music, the talent, all that comes from this one right here. Yes, and yes. And they better not say no. That's all I got. So we have 7 minutes. I want you guys to either chime in with questions about what you want to see in the future podcast episodes and consider it done. So type it in while you got to Uh-oh. My son Kyle said, do you have any special guests coming on your show this month? Oh, great question. Yes, I do. And speaking of, it is Black History Month, right? So I am going to dig deep and try to find a Black-owned business person to be on this podcast. That's my goal. I know a few, so I'm going to see if they're available, and I'm going to make that happen for you guys. And we're going to tap into what they want to talk about. And I'm going to make sure it's deep, but just know it's unscripted. So if we pause for a second, it's like, Kym, what did you just ask me? I did. You got to answer it. But yeah, so that's how it's going to go. So if anyone in the Phoenix area know of anyone that would love to be interviewed, and I have one that's on this podcast right now that may be interested if he's not busy, that would be great. And it would be a tit for tat because he interviewed me on his podcast and I had so much fun. That was my very first podcast. So thank you, 6 Weeks to Fitness. Appreciate you. Yeah, that was awesome. I felt I stepped outside the box. That's how I felt. And so, yeah, great question, Kyle. Thank you. Patrick said, nope, pick another song. You're old school, laugh out loud. Whatever. That's my son's song. He made that song. That's why I played it, Patrick. Good Lord. But anyway, if any song is going to be played, it's going to be gospel or jazz because that's me. But anyway, I love the beat. I love how we put that all together. Yeah. So that was so cool. And I understood most of the lyrics, but it didn't matter because I love the beat. And I was very proud of my son. And my other son, proud of him too. And he was at the book signing that I had, the SOS Stuck on Stupid. And speaking of, that's something to talk about while you guys are trying to tell me something, please and thank you, to close out this evening. Um, the book signing went really well at Grassroots Bookstore, Black owned bookstore here in the Phoenix area. I think it's the only Black owned bookstore in the Phoenix area, in Arizona, I think. And the best part, listen to this. My book, oh, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. Look, my book is in their bookstore. Yes. My youngest told me, Mom, you need to get your book in the bookstore. And I had a friend several years ago that told me too. And I just, okay, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Well, not several years ago, because I just published the book back in April of last year. Anyway, right after I published it, a friend had told me to do it. And I was like, yeah, I'll think about it. Let me just get myself together right now. And plus, I was still taking care of my mom. So she was my priority. And but now I got nothing but time on my hands. I don't know if you all know, but I lost my mom back in August of last year. She was 81 years old, broke her hip. And yeah, she had dementia and she's deaf. For those of you who didn't know that, you know now. And she lived a good life. And she's having a hallelujah good time in heaven right now. And she's shining down on me saying, Kym, do you, boo? So that's what I'm doing. And it starts with this podcast, and it starts with continuing to write books. I've written a book about my mom over the last 5 years with dementia and everything, and just living here in the Arizona area or the Phoenix area. And let me just tell you the title, and then you can figure out the rest. Smiles, Overcoming Sadness. And the subtitle is Smile as If. And it's another SOS book, and I'm going to keep that going. I'm going to continue to write SOS books because I got a lot of SOS. Save our souls, Lord. Save our souls. That should have been my first book. But anyway, so that's to come. And I'm looking forward to that. So just wanted to share that information. But going back to the Black-owned bookstore, Grassroots, I'm giving them a shout out because you have to check them out. Let me see if I have any information I could share with you. I probably don't because I'm not ready. But you know what? I'm gonna see if the owner is willing to have an interview, and I'm gonna try to do that before the end of this month. All right. But I'm going to have a special guest next week. Don't ask me who, because I don't know yet, but that's easy. I know a lot of people, and I respect a lot of people, and they respect me. And I think they would do me a favor. They would take the time to share with you what they do with God knows who. No, I'm just trying to rhyme. I'm a poet and you didn't even know it. All right, I'm being silly. So, but I do want to end with, let me see, y'all. I don't know how to do this. I'm going to figure it out for next week. But for right now, I'm just going to tell you about Duran Bernard. I hope I said his name right. I just saw a clip on, I think it was Instagram, and he was at the Grammys, and for him to be running all the way down to get his award, I thought that was priceless. But what made it funny for me was when he said, "Happy Black History Month for the rest of my life." And I was like, spot on, brother. I'm going to celebrate for the rest of my life too. Yeah, and we can celebrate it every day. Why? Because we black. Anyway, I'm just saying that was funny to me. And to be yourself is what he also said. And to thank yourself for all the hard work you've done. And he said, because he's worked hard for 20 plus years. So he is thanking himself. And then last but not least, I thought it was hilarious when he started, after he said all that, he was happy to get his award. He fell on the floor, kicking and screaming, not to mention what I already said, running down the aisle with his partner, like they run in a relay. But the drop the mic moment was when he said, never straight, never straight. And he said that with pride, no pun intended. And that's all I got, guys. It is 6:59. We're about to close out. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day, out of your busy schedule to be with Kym KAN, Unscripted. So until next Monday at 6 o'clock, spread the love. Hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please and thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm going out with my son's song, Patrick. Thank you. Have a good day. And that's it, folks. I appreciate you. Much love. Peace out.